Guys, welcome back to another unforgettable chess game. This one was played in 1895 as a casual game between two players. White was Eugen Sobenheim, black was Salomon Langleben. And what makes this game so unique is that black managed to walk white's king until the very edge of the board and checkmated him with his two bishops. Truly a wonderful checkmate, as you saw on the thumbnail, and a game you should not miss. So without further ado, I'm sure you will love it. So white opened the game with e4, we have e6, and after d4 in d5 we are in French defense. White develops with knight to c3, we have knight to f6, all regular moves, and now we have bishop to g5 played here by white. Black continues with bishop to e7, we have bishop takes on f6, bishop takes on f6, and e5. White advances this pawn and attacks this bishop. Black retreats, and now we have queen to g4, a very common theme in this sort of opening, so already pressuring this pawn, and if black is careless, white can create some sort of attack with this bishop here. As you can see, black's king side is very exposed. We have castle for black, which is a normal move. Black is now doing better by computer evaluation, and after bishop d3, black continues calmly with f5. Still, there is nothing scary about this position. If e takes on f6 is played, then simply you can take either with your rook or with your bishop, but with your bishop is better, and black is doing just fine. White doesn't have enough pieces to create any sort of meaningful attack. So after f5, white still decided to play queen to h3 as a better alternative here, and of course c5, a popular break in the French defense, one of the ways to undermine white's center here. We have d takes on c5, and right now black temporarily sacrifices this pawn and he plays knight to d7, attacking this pawn one more time. We have f4 here played for white. White develops his king side, getting ready to put this knight on f3, and we have knight taking on c5 here played for white. A long castle for white, and right now it is obvious that white will try to attack on the king side here. Since it is opposite castles, white will give all of his pieces to the attack to attack this weak king. We have b5 on the board. Right now black tries to create a sort of a counter attack, but firstly he sacrifices this pawn temporarily to open up this b file. Bishop of course accepts this, and we have rook to b8 attacking this bishop right now, although it is defended by this knight. Knight goes on f3. For now there is no reason to remove this bishop, and after a6 you have to remove it, and white decided to play a bishop to d3. We have queen to b6 right now, immediately trying to take this pawn and also threaten this knight, so white got scared and he decided to play b3. But after that black continues with queen to b4, right now attacking this knight and also getting ready to invade here if white allows it. After king to b2, black, we're in the critical part of the position. Now you can pause the video and find a spectacular sacrifice that black played. It's a really hard sacrifice, so don't be hard on yourself if you couldn't find it. So black finds this insane sacrifice, queen to a3 check. In the game, queen takes on a3 was played, but I will now show you what would happen after queen to a3. If king to a1 was played, then black would continue with knight picking up on b3, and right now if you decide to go with your king on b1, this is game over, because right now after knight to d2, a discovered check from this rook, you have to go on a1, and queen takes on c3 is checkmate. So you have to be careful. After king to a1 and after knight takes on b3, you have to take c takes on b3, but right now black continues with rook picking up on b3 with the immediate threat of checkmating you here on b2. So rook to b1 is the only saving move here. Black will continue with rook picking up on c3, still pressuring this pawn and also aiming at this square here on b2. We have queen to g3 as the way to solve this position, to try and bring your queen into defense. Just wanted to show you that after rook takes on c3, you cannot save this bishop. I will show you. If you decide to save your bishop, for example, with this move, then rook to c2, and there is no way of stopping this checkmate. After bishop c4, queen to c3 check, rook b2 and rook b2 and queen takes on b2 is checkmate. So after a rook to b1, rook takes on c3, queen g3, right now you have to sacrifice another piece here, and after queen to e1, bishop d7, and black has a piece up and clearly winning position here. So that is the reason after Queen a3, amazing sacrifice. White accepted this, and now we have knight picks up on d3 with a discovered check from this bishop. Now one of the moves was continue with b4, which happened in the game, and right now we have another amazing sacrifice. A rook takes on b4 here. It's not really a sacrifice, but you simply pick up because this rook is defended. But now white makes a huge blunder and he plays a rook takes on d3, thinking that black doesn't have enough power to continue this attack. Simply, as you can see, you only have rook and maybe one bishop. This rook is blocked by this bishop. You simply don't have enough to checkmate. But he was wrong, and now we have a rook b1 firstly check. King now has to go on a4 because there is no other free squares. We have bishop to d7 check, developing move. King has to go on a5 because these bishops are blocking his way back. King to a5, bishop to d8 check. Again, this king cannot go back, he can only go forward, and he continues by picking up this pawn. Bishop c8 check, amazing walk of bishops. King again cannot go back, he has to go on a7. Sorry, he has to go on a7. We have bishop b6 check. Again, this king cannot go back. He must go on a8 and bishop a6. A spectacular checkmate. So king walked pretty much from his corner of the board until the black's corner of the board, and he got checkmated with bishop a6 move. Truly a one-of-a-kind game, and game you don't see very often. If very rarely, these games will repeat itself. So it was truly a treat when I found this game just scrolling on, I believe, TikTok, and I had to share it with you guys. And this was all I prepared for this game, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, as always, you know the procedure. Feel free to leave a comment, like, and share this video with other people who enjoy chess. You can let me know your thoughts about this game, about French defense, if you enjoy playing French defense, and have you ever seen a more spectacular mate than this one? Of course, you might say that this is a famous coin game, Frank Marshall, but I still think this is one of the most brilliant games and checkmates I've ever seen, at least. Especially if you consider that you saw the famous push only pawns and win a chess game. So this was truly a spectacular game, but this is some in this category here. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and we will see each other in the next video. I wish you a pleasant day. Bye bye.